In the winter of 1890, temperatures in the American Midwest dropped to minus 40 degrees. No central heating, no electric blankets. Entire families survived. And they survived because of secrets most of us have completely forgotten. I know them because my grandpa taught them to me. He grew up when keeping warm wasn't about comfort, it was life or death. The thing people don't realize is that hypothermia doesn't just happen outside, it happens in your own home. If your house isn't sealed, if the wind cuts through the cracks, your home can become a death trap. Their survival depended on knowledge passed down through generations. Today, that knowledge is yours. The first thing you protect isn't your home, it's your body. My grandpa swore by a three-layer system, and he said wool is king. Why? Because wool stays warm even when it's soaking wet. Cotton, when wet, becomes a cooling blanket that pulls heat straight from your body. In winter, cotton can kill. Next, protect your head. You lose up to 40% of your body heat right through your head. A wool cap was the first line of defense. Then you defend your home, but you don't try to heat the whole house. That's like filling a bathtub with the drain open. You pick one room, the smallest you can find, and you make your stand there. You seal every gap, roll up towels to block drafts under doors, stuff crumpled newspaper into cracks in the walls, hang heavy blankets over the windows. You concentrate everything, your fire, your family, your warmth, into that one small defended space. That fire was the heartbeat of the home. One strong fire beats 5 weak ones every time, and you don't let it die at night. You bank the embers, bury them under a thick layer of ash. The ash insulates them, keeps them alive through the darkness. Come morning, you rake the ash aside, add kindling, and your fire is back. They'd also heat flat stones near the fire, wrap them in cloth, and tuck them at the foot of the bed. That simple rock holds warmth for hours, a stone keeping a family alive through the night. On the absolute coldest nights, the ones that pushed every other trick to its limit, the entire family slept together. The body heat huddle. A single person radiates about 100 watts of heat. Put 5 people in a small space and the temperature climbs fast. No fuel needed, just each other. Some tricks were truly ingenious. My grandpa told me that snow is insulation. They'd pack snow against the outside walls of their home. The very thing that freezes you can also protect you. But the final secret wasn't a trick, it was a story. He was a young man and a brutal storm was coming. The night before it hit, his family didn't panic. They prepared. They sealed the home, stocked firewood inside, cooked a massive meal, and gathered in their one warm room. The storm was brutal. It lasted 3 days. But inside that small sealed space, they were fine. Not because they got lucky, because they were ready. My grandpa looked at me after he told that story, and he said something I'll never forget. The cold doesn't surprise you if you're ready for it. That's the real secret. It's not a single technique, it's the mindset, the preparation, the absolute refusal to let the cold win.